This video recap is brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. When you burn nitromethane in an engine, explosive things can happen. Add nitromethane to an already combustible championship battle, and you've got a volatile combination. Sunday at the AAA Insurance NHRA Midwest Nationals, there was a perfect example in the funny car final. Unfortunately for Robert Hight, he saw it all up close and personal. Hight, who entered the St. Louis race trailing J.R. Todd by 23 points, managed to beat Tim Wilkerson as his car exploded just shy of the finish line and impacted the retaining wall. Hight exited the car under his own power, but was transported to a local hospital for further evaluation. The victory puts Hight into the funny car points lead. Steve Torrence is on a mission this season. The Kilgore, Texas-based driver scored his 7th Top Fuel title of the season, beating Clay Millican in the final round. The victory keeps Torrence undefeated in countdown competition.
And the second Wally of the countdown going to Steve Torrence. You've now held 2 of those in the countdown. Your crew chief just said that it was old school racing right there with Clay Millican, and you come out with the win.
Man, I'll tell you what, first and foremost, y'all ain't gonna like this, but all the glory goes to God. We got a good team. I got a good group of guys with Richard Hogan, Bobby Legan, and every one of those boys that work on this car. We not only run the table on them, we showed it how it's done. I'm proud of that team over there. That's an independent team. They've worked their tails off, and we're gonna fight them all the way to the end. We're doing the best we can, and today was a good day. He went up there and played a little bit of the game and left me in there, but I think we took off first and got there first. Good job, Hillbilly.
You were a pair right behind Robert Hight. Was it hard witnessing that?
Man, I'll tell you what, good Lord was looking after him too, because these things blow up. That's what Top Fuel cars do. They go fast to catch on fire and run into stuff, but heck, I took a big old drink of Mellow Yellow and said, let's go racing, boys. Woo!
Pro Stock racer Tanner Gray scored his 7th win of the season by beating teammate Drew Skillman in the final and extending hhis point lead. Gray, in only his 2nd season of drag racing, understands what he needs to do to secure the championship.
Oh, and the smile for Tanner Gray. You just annihilating the points lead. Tanner, what stands between you and the championship trophy?
Basically just eliminating any kind of mistakes that we can make from here on out. We just got to stay consistent, make sure we're going rounds, and I have all the confidence in the world. All these guys over here at Gray Motorsports are giving us awesome race cars. Me and Drew both. He's got a very good chance of coming back and getting back in this thing, and I just can't be more thankful and pleased with everything that's gone on. I got to thank my grandma and grandpa for giving me this opportunity. If you would have told me that in my 2nd year I'd be running for a championship and being this close to winning one, I'd tell you crazy. But I just got to thank them, Valvoline, Chevy, my mom and dad. Like I said, all these guys that work on this car, they did an awesome job, so I can't thank them enough.
Matt Smith has quietly been battling his way to overtake the Pro Stock Motorcycle Championship points lead, and on Sunday, he snagged the prize. Smith beat Ellie Tonglet in the final, and by doing so, took over the point lead with 3 races left in the 2018 countdown to the championship.
And Matt, you win in the final on a hole shot. As a driver, is there a better feeling?
Yeah, it's no better feeling. The bike, man, I put it in 4th gear, just quit out there, but this Lucas Oil, Mark Stockseth, Elite Performance, Denzo, Greg Butcher, thank y'all, everybody for supporting me. We rebuilt this motor. We hurt this motor Friday night, we rebuilt it last night, stayed up all night doing it. It paid off.
5 races ago, Stevie Fast Jackson looked like he was down and out of championship contention. That was then, and this is now. On Sunday in St. Louis, the door slammer drag racing icon was on his game, scoring a 2nd consecutive NHRA Pro Modified victory and climbing into 3rd place in the championship point standings with just 2 races remaining. Action was hot and heavy for the Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series, and while we normally don't open with super gas, we usually don't see a racer with a stick-shifted small block taking home the title either. But it happened on Sunday as Tim Nicholson shifted his way to the final, running a 990 with a 4 to beat Mitch Withers. This win was the first for Nicholson in super gas and his 3rd overall in NHRA competition. Leah Pritchett continued her domination in the Factory Stock Showdown division. Pritchett, who in qualifying became the first NHRA car in the division to run in the 7s, won her 2nd consecutive crown, beating Stephen Bell in the final round. David Rampy continues to inch closer to his milestone of 100 wins, and on Sunday scored national event victory number 99 in winning competition eliminator over Alan Wilson's G-Altered Automatic. Former Pro Stock standout Greg Stanfield continues to prove, hey, there's life after professional drag racing as he raced to his 13th career victory, winning Superstock over Brad Ziskowski. Current Pro Stock standout Drew Skillman celebrated 2 final rounds in St. Louis, reaching the finals in the professional division where he might have come up short, but he sure didn't in the Stock Eliminator final, taking down the classic stalker of Daryl Boreski. Over in Super Comp, Rick Hughes scored his first career NHRA title when Don Higgins took too much stripe and broke out. It was an all-ladies top dragster final, Jennifer White picking up her second NHRA national event victory using a quicker reaction time, forcing Afton Swanson into a breakout. And rounding out the winners, top sportsman racer Glenn Butcher finished what he started at this event last season and picked up his first NHRA Wally by beating Bill Yates Sr. The NHRA Mellow Yellow Drag Racing Series takes a weekend off before heading to Dallas for the Fall Nationals at the Texas Motorplex, the third stop of the 6-race countdown to the championship. Make sure you check out CompetitionPlus.com daily for the latest in drag racing news and like us on Facebook. This is Kathy Fisher reporting for Competition Plus TV.